Greetings, it's Vaygrim. This is the Friday episode. Very, very happy. Do not forget, we're on version 1.07. Well, A for all launchers, but FTB. It's going to be 107 for FTB. But we're on the latest version of 107. That might be 107 or 107A, depending upon your launcher. 107's not out on the FTB launcher yet. It's still being delayed. They're taking a long time to actually get back to us because they're very busy with something. And every time they do get back, they say that we've got something wrong. So we've had to correct a lot of stuff and go by the rules on submissions and whatnot. Not that we have not before, but it's just there seems to be some gap in communication there. But anyway, the pack is up to 107A on the FTB launcher. And it's on 107A on the Technic launcher. So that's the version we're going to be using. That same version. It's just not up yet on the FTB launcher. So, do not forget, it is going to be version 107, the latest edition of 107. And that's what we're going to be using. Let's see. What changes, what things have I been working on? That has been sitting at full for a while. I'm just going to leave it. Oh, gosh. Let's go check on... I need to finish the tech lab, but I don't really have a building concept yet. I might design it the same way that I designed this, with these rusty purple block with gold plating factory blocks. Maybe, because I do think they're kind of supposed to look the same, but this has been working like a champ. The reactor's been going strong. We still have a really good supply of Yellorium, so that makes me very happy. Oh gosh, let's see. I haven't had a chance to work on the actual mansion just yet anymore. But I will probably be doing that over the weekend so we can finish off bits of that. Oh yeah, real quick, I made this I think it was over this past weekend. This is a bamboo extender from Erebus. I was just screwing around with it. It's just, whatever. I thought it was interesting. Anyway, let's go check downstairs real quick on the farms. If you'll notice, I have this system in place for both of these farms. Now, it does not take account the bamboo or the soybean. I'm still doing that manually, but whatever. These are, oh gosh, poisonous potatoes, which for some reason are not getting sorted. Do I have a bad filter there or something? Let's turn step assist off, shall we? There we go. Do up. There is no filter, but... Oh, I forgot to. That's why. Insert. Okay, that's why. There was something I forgot. Okay, awesome. So, let's put that back. Poisonous potatoes actually do have use. They have use in potions, in some mods. Use poisonous potatoes to kind of, do something having to do with either poisons or toxins or harmful or whatever. I think it's used in witchery. I think it's used in maybe not Thaumcraft, but I know it's used in witchery to a certain degree. And it's used in some other stuff. So I figured, why not? Who knows? Maybe I can find some humorous use. And let me pull one out. What's the use? Let's hit U on a poisonous potato. A poisonous potato, a potato, and a spider eye gives you 2 poisonous potatoes. Player feeding upgrade. Yeah, they are used for 8 times multiplier for hooch. And hooch is an actual kind of burnable fuel. Plus sugar. Well, using those poisonous potatoes, plus I actually have some, oh gosh, sugar cane over here. I need to slowly start spreading this stuff out along this water's edge. And getting more and more of that stuff grown. I'd love to come down here and do big harvests of it periodically. That would be nice. Let's clear that. So, put you 2 away. I really do like this system. These guys are working out great. I made some extra arcane lamps and put them down here to cover out a real large area. And I tell you what I'm going to do. That will have to do for now. I need to come back down here and refine that look a little bit more. We'll see. I don't like how that's looking. but whatever. We'll figure it out later. So, I've got these arcane lamps down here to kind of spread out some light. Keep this area bright. I don't like having these dark spots down here in the space I'm trying to use. And this is working out really, really well. So, the only hitch is when I come down here because of the system, I have to pull out my black hole ring and black hole band and turn it off. But there's worse problems to have. Let's go back up to the shop real quick. I'm going to turn that back on. Yeah, so I have actually updated the layout on this just a little bit. I have this being used. This is one of the reasons why I needed nether wart, is for nutrient distillant. That's what that is right there, nutrient distillation. Nutrient distillation is actually used in not only these zombie generators, and these things are set for kicking on when this battery actually runs out. Now, these things are broadcasting on the main power loop. I'm not sure what's pulling off the main power loop. I need to go check. But right now, if the reactor starts running low and this starts getting power pulled out of it, then these will all kick on. These are, I think, if I remember right, it's either 40 or 80 RF per tick. 80 RF per tick. So they are off right now, but this is why I have a backstock of rotten flesh from the Well of Suffering and nether wart from our nether wart farm. I've upgraded all before I forget. Now see, I need to pull my ring out. There we go. Before I forget, these have all been upgraded. I think if I pull this out... No, I need a barrel hammer, and I don't have a barrel hammer. Oh, no, this shows it. There we go. You can see they all have iron upgrades, except for this, which has a 3 times. Not 2 times, but 3 times. It's gone from iron to gold. And this has more space, so I can have 384 stacks of nether wart. Plus, they all have void upgrades, which means these farms will never overflow and clog up. It'll stop at 128 stacks of all of this stuff, and 384 of the actual nether wart. Now, why do I want this nether wart? Well, oh gosh. There we go. The nether wart specifically. Let's go back down here. I was using it for nutrient distillant for power generation, but there's a lot of other stuff that you can actually use it for as well. I can use it to make potions, and if I wanted to, I could make a potion generator. That's one option that I've been kicking around the concept of. If you look, see, here's nutrient distillant, nutrient distillation. There's a lot of different ways to make that. We have, oh gosh, rocket fuel, which requires hooch. Hooch, which requires water. So hooch can get made off of, like, seeds is 2 times multiplier, apples 3.5, potatoes 4. Poisonous potatoes are 8 times multiplier, and then sugar. So I might make an automated sugarcane farm instead of having to go mine it manually or harvest it manually. That might be good. The gunpowder that we're getting from the actual Well of Suffering, we can get hooch and combine it with the gunpowder from Well of Suffering and actually make rocket fuel with redstone. Let's see. Or we could get the hooch and combine it with blaze powder, because don't forget, we have a blaze farm, and redstone. We could actually make fire water. So I could actually make some hooch and then split it. Turn part of it into rocket fuel and part of it into fire water. We'll have to see. Anyway, there's a lot of different options that I'm wanting to make long-term for a lot of different fuel options. Let's go over to the Mage's Tower. Now, I've been... tell you what, I'm going to... Whoops. Get this. Not enough upgrades, not enough upgrades, not enough upgrades. I am going to get... There we go. This and put it back there. I'm going to put that there. I've been going through and getting a lot of these upgrades in the book. There's some stuff I still don't have. Like, yeah, some of the Golem cores I still haven't unlocked. So, like fishing, I haven't unlocked that one yet. I haven't unlocked Butcher. That might be good to have. Golem Core Alchemy, Fill, Empty. A lot of those I have. But there's some of the Golem Cores I didn't have. I just unlocked Iron Golem and the Thaumium Golem last night, literally. I've had all of these for a while, even Flesh Golems. I just unlocked Iron because I thought an Iron Golem upgraded with like a visor, body plating, and maybe like a dart launcher. I thought that could be really cool. Make little Golem guards, make them out of Thaumium. That could look really neat. And then there's advanced golems, so you can give them even more upgrades. And I could upgrade them with more strength and more health. That could be really great. Give them a little golem mace. Yep. Increase the damage golems do by weapon attacks, by melee attacks. So, ideally, I'd love to make a kind of a secret facility. Or maybe, when we do the castle, we could actually have Thaumium golems guarding the front gate. That could be really neat. So that was part of my idea for initially going into golems. The farm just kind of ended up being well, hey, why not? Let's branch into that. I still have not unlocked those, and I might not ever be able to because I can't get warp because I have a warp turned off. We'll see. I did get this, though, Advanced Essentia Storage. It's one thing you can put up to 255, I think it is, or 256 units of beasts of any kind. It's pretty nice. Let's see. Yeah, I see like Essentia Funnel. I don't have that. But one thing I noticed was there was a video that I found by Azenor, the developer of Thaumcraft, and it was from like October of last year. And it had this thing called a focal manipulator. I was like, oh, that looks awesome. I wonder if we can get that. I wonder if there is some way to get a hold of that. Did that ever get added to Thaumcraft 4 point whatever? Well, I went back and looked and realized I'd unlocked it a while ago. I just never paid attention to it. I was going through and playing the Let's Unlock Thing games, and I didn't read anything. Well, a wand foci are amazingly capable of amazing flexible feats, but they aren't very flexible. A single focus is seldom capable of performing more than a single function. You've discovered a better way to upgrade basic foci to alter the way they manipulate magic. You simply need to place a focus in a focal manipulator and choose the upgrade. So yeah, basically what we have to do is I made one of these things. Whoops, up, there we go. And if you notice, it's not real hard. It's a primal charm, and I actually already had a batch of those that I actually make. I had 3, now I'm down to 2. Well, it's a primal charm in the middle. This is just one of the normal tables right there. Arcane stone on either side, arcane slab on the top, and then just iron and gold. You make it in a table. It uses 32 Vs of each type. So I made it over here with this thing being fed by an energized aura node. Then I realized it needs to be fed by an energized aura node. So I decided to energize this massive thing now. It is a 44566. It's really nice. Why did I do this? Because now I can't use this thing. Well, I've talked about making more, combining more nodes up here anyway, having more in each corner. And having ordinary nodes, their recharge rate is rather limited. I'm not using staves anyway, at least not right now. So I thought for the time being, I would go ahead and energize this and use it with this. So now what we can actually do, I'm going to pull this out and this out. And I actually need to get, nope, there it is. My Mind Stone. Now we're going to actually have to, first things first, top this off, recharge it in the table. And while that is going, we can get some levels. I'm just going to get a bunch. I know people are screaming at their screen that I'm wasting levels. I have so many experience levels sitting around. It's not even funny. Okay, let's see. Fire. Random focus, okay? We put it right here. First slot is Sparkling. Now I have Frugal. This upgrade reduces the beast cost of activating the focus's powers by 10% per level. I think that's good. Potency increases the strength. I actually want both of those. You can have up to 5 upgrades. I'm going to do this. If you notice, it'll take 2 air, 2 aqua, 2 Perdicio, and 2 terra, and 8 experience. And there it is, pulling from this actual aura node. Ta-da! So now I have that. What happens if I do this again? I'm actually going to cancel that. That's going to take another slot up, and we have a limited number of slots. I want to see what other things we can do. That is frugal. Let's see. We have Alchemist's Fire that increases the potency of the fire elemental in the elemental fire in the focus. Any target. Wow, I can't read today. Any target satellite will burn for much longer. I think that's actually going to be very good. If you notice, we actually still use the experience even though I canceled it out. Well, what I'm going to do, 17, I think we needed 16. Let's start that. It uses the experience right away. So if you cancel it out, then, you know, you're going to waste experience. But I have tons. I have literally 140 levels worth of experience in this Mind Stone. So I figured we may as well go on an upgrading spree. This thing is very cool. I like it. It's very simple. Ooh. So now we've unlocked Fireball. The focus will produce an explosive ball of fire you can hurl at your opponents. The Alchemist's Fire upgrade causes it to also set the ground aflame around the point of impact. Now, option number 2 is a beam. The focus now emits a narrow beam of fire instead of a wide swath that burns through anything it touches, inflicting massive damage. That sounds better, but it's 24 levels. So I'm just going to right-click on my stone sum. 24. Perfect. Let's do that. I really do like this system. It's great. So now I see the benefit of making another fire focus and then doing Fireball. So I've got one that's Fireball and one that's Fire Beam. Maybe I could actually do that. I don't know if the actual wand focus swapper thing will keep track of multiples of the same type. We'll have to see. There we go. Now I can upgrade the potency of the fire again, I think. Reduces the V's cost. So now it's 0.1 Ignis per tick and 0.03 Ordo per tick. Or we could do potency. I'm going to do potency. That's 32 levels. The more we add on to it, the more experience it costs. $32. There we go. So let's do potency. And it's using a lot more power now. The more we add on to it, the longer it takes. So that 5th slot will probably take a lot of experience and a lot of power. And this is a very cool system. I'm very impressed with it. I didn't even know this existed until 2 days ago. Literally. And this is the first I've gotten a chance to actually mess with it. But I foresee us turning on our farm again. Our, our mob farm over near the old house. It's got Enderman and it's got Blazes in there. I could see turning that on. Sorting that out with a nice auto-sorting barrel system so that we don't have to worry about maxing out certain things. Kind of like we have barrels with void upgrades in the actual slums. I might do the same thing at the mob farm, which might be really, really nice. Wow, this is actually still going. I'm real curious to see what this is actually going to do for the V's per tick. If it's going to raise it or if it's going to keep it down. Because if it raises it, I might do that last slot again as another frugal. We'll have to see, though. But if we can run our mob farm regularly, we've now got a steady supply of rotten flesh from the slums, nether wart from another wart farm, which means we can make all the nutrient distillate we want to. Which means we could run our mob farm, and now, granted, we are using power from that, from the reactor. However, that's fine. That just means we have to go mining for more Yellorium, and I'm okay with that. Okay, it's almost done with the aqua. It's finished the air and the Ignis. It is finishing up the Ordo, and it's still got a lot of Terra to go through. So I guess this is where it's beneficial to have a 10-10-10 all the way across energized Aura node. But, you know, hey, I'm a patient man. It's okay. Ordo's almost finished. And it's now going through. I can leave that, I think. Yep. I'm actually going to swap these out. If you'll notice, I have $23,000 experience stored still. I put 3/4 of a level, it barely went up. So I have tons of experience still left. And I still have a lot of other foci to actually go through. It is done. And it didn't raise the costs at all. Which means now I could do frugal for that last slot. Let's actually get that mind stone back out before I... $40, there we go. Let's pick that and let it go. So, now these things, these little dots, you see these? I'm a little perplexed as to what these particles are, because this is being fed by this thing. I don't think it's being fed by this also. I'm not sure. Don't know. Anyway. Get that. Actually, no. Wait a minute. Pick up the last of that experience. Now, I'm thinking that long term, we could actually run our mob farm a lot more often. We get a lot more experience, automated experience that way, which means we can upgrade as many of these as often as we want to. So I'm going to let this finish, and as soon as it's done, I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We've actually got a finished fire focus. Now, I actually did frugal on that. 10% per level. We've got level 2 of frugal now, if you actually look. So we're lowering this V's per tick down as much as we actually can. Which means now, if we go here, instead of the longer, the wider and shorter, we actually have a much longer beam. If you also notice, stuff burns for longer. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think we also accidentally set the grass on fire. Couple of quick blasts. I don't even have to sustain it. And I just let the fire tick them out. This is real nice. Oh god, I do want to put out... This thing is hazardous in a grass biome. There we go. And fire bypasses that pesky armor. I think. Ooh, that's quite a range on that. So now, what I'm curious about... Oh, I got 3 eggs. How joyous. Let's get this. Whoops. Let's do shock. What does shock have in store for us? Okay, potency or frugal. So let's do... Whoopsie, too much. I did it again. Let's do potency this time as the first one and kick this one off. And I'm curious what's going to unlock for shock. Is it going to be like chain lightning and it arcs to other opponents? That would be neat. We could do all potencies, I think, or at least 3 potencies. That could be cool, too. So, okay, potency. Let's do... a level of frugal. Maybe this doesn't have any extra stuff that it unlocks, or maybe it unlocks only at... the 3rd, 4th, and 5th slot. Not sure. Aha! Earth shock. Instead of a bolt of lightning, the focus now lobs a ball of electrical energy and inflicts damage in the area around it where it hits and leaves the ground. Ooh, gosh. Dangerously electrified for some time. Chain lightning. This upgrade reduces the speed at which the focus fires bolts, but the damage is increased and the bolt chain can chain up to 2 additional targets. Oh, wow. You know what? Chain lightning sounds awesome, but earth shock sounds great. Okay, I'm going to get some upgrades on this. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I've got a shock wand that's upgraded with potency 2. Earth shock. Lobs a ball of electrical energy and then enlarge. I don't know what on earth is going to happen. Want a shock. Let's go down here and find some poor unsuspecting... Oh, you know what we can do? Well... Oh, God. Okay. That's a lot more efficient than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, this will use a little bit of air and a little bit of, even tinier bit of earth. Let's go to a place where I know there's going to be a lot of baddies. Hi. Oh, that looks like it sucks, guys. Just toss a couple of those down and they just take damage from it. That is slick. I like that. Oh. Oh, that's an ominous noise. Still going, too. Wow, okay. This is cool. And then, of course, I have... Aw, he died. Where's somebody else we can pick on? This is still going. Oh my gosh. I could see Fireball and Earth Shock both being real useful. Come here, guys. I think they overlap. Just a little dab will do ya. Come on. Is he angry? Oh, he's almost dead. The stuff in here is stronger. You have to remember that. So it doesn't die as quickly as it does in the overworld. I think the actual blast does damage too. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, okay, this is cool. Enough experimentation for today. I'm going to be upgrading a lot more of my wand foci, so expect to be seeing some more powerful and more potent things in the near future. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to go back to the bell jar, the workshop, as soon as this loads up. Thank you. And which way are we focusing? We're going over here. I still remember the very first time I came back from the deep dark. Oh yeah, I messed that up. Very first time I came back from the deep dark, all my half slabs didn't show. Panicked the heck out of me. I was like, oh god, I broke something. Okay, I'm going to put that away. And this stuff is actually going to go in the backpack. Oh yeah, I need to actually put my mind stone up. By the way, I still have... It was 32 experience and 40 experience, 40 levels of experience and 32 levels of experience for the 4th and 5th slot upgrade on that wand, on the shock one. So it's crazy expensive. That being said, I still have 18,500, basically. 18,427 experience in that Mind Stone. So I've got tons of experience stocked up in that Mind Stone. See, this has happened again. Hang on a sec. Okay, I got this on camera for once. I'm actually going to show you guys. This has been happening to me, and I need to get you guys' opinion. One of these will actually just stop working all of a sudden. And I never know which one it is. Ah, see, there it is. All of a sudden it goes from 0 to 1,063. And then this starts working again. All of the sudden, with this latest update in the 107 pack, my Ender IO ME conduits, basically that conduit right there, that conduit line, it'll stop talking to normal ME ME conduits from AE2. It's like they stop communicating. So I have to pick one block up, put it back down, and update all of them. And it only ever happens when I change dimensions. It is a pain in the backside. Let me know if you run across that exact same issue. I'll be curious. I'm going to take off. I don't know if you noticed, by the way, I took off my belt. I'm not using it all the time. No point in wasting wand energy. So, I'm going to get all of this stuff. Put it up here. All of this stuff. Put it right here. I would take a quick nap. I love the sleeping bag. Okay, there we go. Where'd you go? Thank you. So I'm going to put that back in there. All the stuff is in the gearbox. Get ready for the world download. By the time this episode goes up, there will be a link in the description of the video with the world download link to it. So you can download this. But remember, it is going to be 1.07, the latest version of 107, whatever that latest version is. It's going to be the latest pack version for 107 on your respective launcher. And you just download it, load it in your saves file directory, and you'll be able to play this whole same world that I do. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I'm going to wrap things up here. This episode's gone a little bit over on fun and experimentation with wand foci. I will talk to you folks later. Bye-bye.